Welcome to the Athletics of Indiana podcast. Today we're going to talk about the Indiana Hoosiers football team and specifically their really, really bold moves in the 2025 transfer portal.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to zero in on the offense, these additions that, well, they look like they're meant to completely reshape how the Hoosiers attack.
It's definitely an exciting time for IU football, isn't it? I mean, coming off that historic 11-2 season last year.
Incredible season.
Under Coach Cignetti, the goal is clearly another run at the college football playoff in 25. And, you know, with some key guys leaving, they absolutely had to hit the portal hard, no question.
And that's what we're digging into today. We're looking really closely at every offensive player they pulled in. What did they do before? What skills do they bring? And crucially, how are they going to, change things for Indiana this fall?
Right.
What really jumps out, just for context for you listening, is this transfer class. I mean, 24/7 Sports has it ranked number 17 nationally, number 4 in the Big Ten.
Wow.
That's not just filling gaps. That's building for a run now.
It really says a lot about Cignetti's vision, doesn't it? And the fact that these players are buying in, moving to Bloomington, this feels like more than just plugging holes. It feels like elevating the whole program.
Okay, let's get to the heart of it then. Quarterback. They made a huge splash, bringing in Fernando Mendoza from Cal. His stats from 2024, over 3,000 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, 60% completion.
Solid numbers.
But here's the kicker. He did that while getting sacked 41 times? 41. Behind a line that was, well, let's just say, not great.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
And career-wise, over 4,700 yards, 30 touchdowns in just 2 seasons. My first thought is, you give this guy any protection, he's instantly one of the top guys in the Big Ten. What jumps out to you on tape besides just the raw stats?
Well, what's really interesting about Mendoza, beyond those numbers, which are impressive, is his release. He's quick.
Yeah.
And he's mobile, even when things are breaking down around him.
You see that too.
Oh, yeah. He can process reads fast, and if the first look isn't there, he can move, make something happen with his legs. That combination, it's sort of perfect for what Cignetti wants to do, that fast-paced spread offense, the play-action game.
Which can really mess with Big Ten defenses.
Exactly. He's definitely the guy they brought in to be QB1, replacing Rourke. And it's kind of interesting. His younger brother, Alberto, is already there, a redshirt freshman QB.
Right. The Mendoza connection.
Adds a little dynamic to the room.
Yeah.
The expectation, I think, is pretty high. We're talking maybe 3,500 yards, 25-plus touchdowns. He's got that potential all Big Ten candidate for sure.
Okay, see, potential candidate, I'm going to push back there. Look at those numbers again behind that line at Cal. I'm saying Fernando Mendoza is an all Big Ten candidate day one. He's going to elevate this entire offense by himself. Those 41 sacks, to me, that shows toughness, resilience, not a flaw.
Yeah.
You put him behind an actually improved line.
Which they seem to have built.
Exactly. 3 returning starters, 3 Power 4 transfers coming in on the O-line. He is going to absolutely light it up. This feels like a slam dunk. Guaranteed impact.
Okay, I hear the enthusiasm. And look, Mendoza's talent is obvious.
Yeah.
The production is there on paper. He can make the throws. But, and this is a crucial but, that 41 sack number.
Yeah.
While, yes, the line was bad, you have to ask, does that number also maybe hint at him holding the ball a touch too long sometimes? Maybe some struggles with pocket awareness when things get messy?
You think that's on him too?
It's a question you have to ask.
Yeah.
Because the Big Ten, it's just different. The edge rushers are faster. The schemes are more complex. Those passing windows close quicker than in the Pac-12. So saying his stats will translate seamlessly, I think calling him an all Big Ten candidate right now is, well, ambitious. It's not a given.
Ambitious. I call it recognizing elite talent.
It depends on more than just him, is my point. It depends heavily on how good that rebuild offensive line really is against top-tier Big Ten defensive fronts. It's a significant jump. Let's see him do it first.
Fair enough. Caution is warranted. I get it. There's always an adjustment period. But my gut says his talent, that ability to make plays off script, wins out. He feels like the X factor.
He definitely could be.
All right, moving on in the QB room. They also added Grant Wilson from Old Dominion. Injury limited him in 24, but look back at 23. Almost 20,150 yards passing, 17 TDs, 8 INTs, plus 4 rushing scores. And interestingly, he actually played against Cignetti's JMU team back then. Had a pretty good game, too. 277 yards, 2 TDs.
Wilson's a really smart addition. He brings that veteran presence, Depth behind Mendoza. He's been a team captain. He started games. That's invaluable, especially if you're aiming high.
Right. You need that insurance policy.
Exactly. And he's got that dual threat ability, too. Adds another wrinkle. His main job, probably provide stability, maybe mentor the younger guys like Alberto Mendoza and Tyler Cherry. He's the kind of experienced backup you absolutely want on a potential playoff team.
Makes sense. Okay, running backs. This gets really fun because it looks like Indiana grabbed a legitimate 1-2 punch here, starting with Roman Hemby from Maryland.
Oh, yeah. Hemby's electric.
In 2024, 600-plus rushing yards, almost 5 yards a pop, 6 scores, but also 36 catches for almost 350 yards and 2 more TDs through the air.
That versatility is key.
His career numbers really show it. Over 2,300 rushing yards, and get this, 112 catches for over 900 yards. He's a true all-purpose threat. And I definitely remember him running wild on IU last year, 117 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, Hemby is exactly the kind of dynamic back they needed, especially losing Ellison and Lawton.
Yeah.
He's got that breakaway speed. You look at his career, like 14 runs of 20-plus yards, 19 catches of 15-plus.
Wow.
He fits perfectly into that explosive offense Cignetti wants. The expectation should be, 1,000-plus rushing yards, maybe 40-plus catches. He forces defenses to respect the run and the pass out of the backfield.
And then the other half of this punch, Lee Beebe Jr. from UAB.
Another really good pickup.
Last year for UAB, 885 rushing yards, over 5 yards a carry, 7 TDs. Also caught 30 balls for 218 yards and another score. Over 1,100 all-purpose yards.
Solid production.
But check this out. 3.83 yards after contact. That was top 20 in the FBS. And he forced 39 missed tackles. This guy is tough to bring down.
He really is. Runs hard.
So for me, this Hemby and Beebe combination, it's just a massive advantage, no question. You've always got fresh legs in the backfield. You can wear down those physical Big Ten defenses. They offer different styles, right? Keeps defenses totally off balance. Think of the possibilities. The total yardage, the sustained drives. This is brilliant roster construction.
Okay, I definitely see the value in having two backs that talented. Depth is huge in the Big Ten, no doubt.
Yeah.
Against those physical fronts, yeah, fresh legs matter. Absolutely.
Sure.
Helps sustain drives. But is it an unmitigated advantage? I guess I have a strategic question. When you split carries pretty evenly between two really good backs, does that maybe prevent either one from becoming that truly dominant, maybe even Heisman-level workhorse back?
You think it holds them back individually?
Potentially. Sometimes having that one guy, that undisputed feature back, elevates the entire offense in a unique way. Defenses have to completely sell out to stop them, and that opens up everything else. A committee approach, while safer maybe, might not create that same kind of defensive panic or offensive identity. Does that make sense?
I hear you, but with all due respect, that sounds like focusing on individual awards over winning games. A single Heisman caliber back sounds great until he gets banged up in Week 7 against Penn State's front seven. Then what?
That's the risk, absolutely.
With Hemby and Beebe, you've got insurance. You've got versatility. Hemby hits the edge with speed. Beebe pounds it inside. How does a defense prepare for both? They can't just key on one style. It makes the whole offense harder to stop, more resilient, especially over 4 quarters. That, to me, is way more valuable than chasing individual stats. It's about winning consistently.
That's a very strong counterpoint.
Yeah.
Mitigating risk, diversifying the attack. You're right. That's incredibly important in this league. Having two quality guys is definitely better than just one. It'll be fascinating to see how they balance those carries and how the skill sets truly mesh. You've made a good case there.
All right, let's pivot to the guys catching the ball. Wide receivers, new targets for Mendoza. First one, Mekhi Jackson coming over from App State.
Big pickup.
Last year, 46 catches, almost 750 yards, average over 16 yards a catch, 5 touchdowns. And he had 12 catches of 20-plus yards. Career-wise, over 2,000 receiving yards already. Seems like a big play guy.
He absolutely is. Jackson brings that immediate big play threat, which they needed, especially with guys like Price and Williams departing from the slot.
Yeah.
And he's reliable, too. Look at his stats. Like 50 of his 73 catches the last 2 years went for first downs.
Yeah.
Deep threat, good in the red zone, contested catches. He's got great hands and focus. You pair him with Elijah Surratt again.
Yeah.
Watch out. He could easily go for 800, maybe 1,000 yards, 6-8 touchdowns in this offense. He'll be a problem for defenses in the slot.
Okay. Then they also grabbed Tyler Morris from Michigan.
Yep, the former 4-star.
Stats maybe don't jump out as much. 23 catches, 248 yards, 2 TDs last year, career, 39 grabs, 470 yards, 3 scores. But pretty cool note, he caught a touchdown in Michigan's playoff semifinal win against Alabama.
Right. That's big game experience you can't teach.
Exactly.
Morris adds really valuable depth and, that high recruit pedigree to the slot. His numbers at Michigan were kind of held down by their run-first style.
Didn't throw it a ton.
Right, but remember he had like 54 yards against IU in 23, showed flashes. In an offense that throws more, like Indiana's will, he could be really effective. Shifty guy, good hands, understands how to find space and zones, probably a WR3 or WR4, but could chip in 400, 600 yards. That Michigan experience is a bonus. Good depth piece. And the last receiver addition, Jonathan Brady, also from Cal. Limited role there. Career stats are pretty modest. 22 catches, 208 yards, 1 TD. What's the plan for him?
Brady looks more like a developmental guy. He's got speed, definitely has potential. You always need speed. He'll likely make his mark on special teams initially, provide depth in the receiver room. Unless injuries hit, probably not huge offensive numbers right away, but he's a burner, and you can use that situationally.
Gotcha. Okay, tight ends. Riley Nowakowski comes in from Wisconsin, 11 catches, 74 yards last year. But the key thing seems to be his blocking grades from PFF were really high.
Yeah, that's huge. Nowakowski is a really important pickup to help replace Zach Horton. He brings a ton of experience, played in 40 games at Wisconsin. Reliable hands, too, caught 11 of 13 targets last year.
Efficient.
Very. But yeah, that blocking, he's probably stepping in as a starter because of that. Protecting Mendoza is priority number one, and he helps there. He'll be a solid safety valve, maybe 15, 20 catches, but his main value is definitely going to be in pass pro and rim blocking. And they double down at tight end, also bringing in Holden Stace from Tennessee. Didn't play a ton last year, but his career numbers, combining Notre Dame and Tennessee, 24 catches, 343 yards, 5 touchdowns. He had 4 TDs at Notre Dame back in 23. Sounds like he has receiving upside.
Oh, absolutely. Stace's is the athletic receiving threat type, former 4-star guy. His limited role at Tennessee last year was more about their depth chart than his talent.
Right.
He's going to compete for snaps right away, probably split time with Nowakowski. But Stacy's got that 6'4" frame. He's going to be a target in the red zone. I could easily see him getting 20, 25 catches, maybe 3-5 touchdowns. And having both him and Nowakowski allows for those 2 tight end sets, which can create some real mismatches.
Adds flexibility. Okay, last group, but maybe the most important for making all this work. The big guys up front, the offensive line. Got to protect Mendoza, got to open holes for Hemby and Beebe.
Absolutely critical.
And they bring back a familiar face. Khalil Benson from Colorado. Started a few games there last year before getting hurt. But the big thing is he played at IU before. 24 games, 17 starts, and 22-23, right tackle, right guard. That feels huge.
It is huge. Benson is essentially a plug-and-play guy at right tackle, likely replacing Wedig. His knowing the system, having played extensively at IU already, that's invaluable.
Less ramp-up time.
Exactly. He should anchor that right side, provide stability for Mendoza, help the run game. And remember, they already have 3 starters coming back, Carter Smith, Bray Lynch, Drew Evans. Benson's return really solidifies that unit, a crucial piece.
Then there's Zen Michalski from Ohio State. He's a local kid, Floyd Central High School, played about 150 snaps last year, mostly left tackle, started 1 game. PFF noted some pass pro struggles, though.
Michalski's another former 4-star, adds more veteran depth. He'll definitely push Benson for that starting right tackle job. He's got the size. And he's played both tackle spots, which is good versatility.
Competition is good.
Always. Yeah, the PFF grades weren't perfect, but maybe a change of scenery, new coaching. He could definitely develop. He's a valuable addition, whether he starts or is that key swing tackle.
And the final piece on the O-line. Pat Coogan from Notre Dame. Didn't play a ton last year, but has 12 career starts under his belt at guard and center over 3 seasons.
Coogan's important because he brings that versatility inside, especially with Mike Kaddick leaving at center. Being able to play guard and center gives them options, provides experienced depth. You can never have too many experienced interior linemen in the Big Ten. He's a solid pickup for depth and flexibility.
So wrapping up this look at the offense, I mean, when you step back and look at all these additions, this transfer portal haul on the offensive side, it really feels like a masterclass, doesn't it?
It really does.
They hit every spot, immediate impact starters, high potential depth. Mendoza and Hemby are obviously the headliners, but every piece seems to fit a specific need to keep this offense humming.
Yeah, that number 17 national ranking, number 4 in the Big Ten,
Right.
it reflects the quality they brought in. And look, if Mendoza clicks, and if that offensive line comes together, and that's always the big if with new faces,
Always the key.
then Indiana absolutely has the firepower to push for 10-plus wins again, maybe another playoff spot. The portal, I mean, it's undeniable. It has turned Indiana into a legitimate Big Ten contender almost overnight.
It's wild how fast things can change now, which, brings up a fascinating question for you, the listener, to chew on. We see how the portal is building contenders, bringing in instant impact guys. It's clearly the bedrock now. But what does this mean long-term for traditional high school recruiting? How do programs balance chasing that immediate portal success with, the crucial job of developing talent they bring in from high school? Something to think about as we gear up for what should be a really, really interesting 2025 season for the Hoosiers.